Thanksgiving. I just wanted to pop on here and do like a short little video. I don't think this is gonna be like super long or anything, but I wanted to, I don't know, come on here and go over the books that I am thankful for this year that I've read thus far. So I picked out 4 books that I am extremely thankful that I got to read this year, that made my reading year thus far, and I just wanted to give them an extra highlight for you guys if you guys haven't read them, or to get to share our love for these books if you have read them. I don't know, I thought it would be a fun idea, and I think that it's always fun to talk about books. I don't know. This is kind of weird, but anyway, I wanted to start with number 1, not in any like particular order of like one is better than the other or anything, but just the first book that I am extremely thankful for this year is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I am so extremely thankful for this book because it was Dance of Thieves that really got me reconnected into fantasy as a genre, and there is such a special place in my heart for this book, and I fell in love with the world and the characters, Kazi and Jace, and their story, and just Mary's writing is so good, and I loved all the tropes in here, like found family and forced proximity and enemies to lovers, and it was just like such an amazing intro back into fantasy because I hadn't read fantasy in such a long time, and I am just so extremely thankful for this book. This book holds such a special place in my heart, and I am so freaking excited. It's like T-minus 5 days, I think, until Mary's next book comes out. Morgan, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I'll put it up on the screen. Her next book is coming out, and it's in the same universe as Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves, and I am so excited to continue reading in the universe that she has created. And I just wanted to say that I'm extremely thankful for Dance of Thieves this year. The next book that I am extremely thankful for, which is kind of funny, but is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I have always been an avid Harry Potter fan ever since the movies came out, but I have not read any of the books until this year. And reading the first Harry Potter book after watching and loving the movies so much for so many years was so iconic, and it was just so like it just made me feel so at home, and there were so many cool details that I had missed in the movies that I got in the book, and I cried reading the end of this book. It was so like homey. I don't know how else to describe it, and just reading the story that I know and love, I thought maybe that I would get like bored, but no, like not at all. And I would highly encourage, if you were like me and you haven't ever read the Harry Potters and you're like, well, I don't need to because no, like you need to, like, oh my gosh. And I just have to say, when Neville got his 5 points, like I literally bawled like a baby. Like I was so emotional in such a good way, and this just like made me feel so good. So I am so extremely thankful for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone this year. The next book that I'm extremely thankful for, and I don't know how many times, like this book I think is like top 5 books of all time. Like I love this book so much. It is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio, and I can't even begin to describe how much this book means to me. The characters, the family, the emotion, the connection, the comedy, the love, the patience, like everything about this book is so well thought out and so beautiful and so, I don't know, I've never felt so like engrossed in a story. The feeling that this book gave me is not one that I feel to that capacity with every single book. Like it is a rarity that I read a book that I feel this connected to. And I will never stop recommending this book. I will never stop talking about this book. I will forever love this book. And Axio, please come out with another book like this, because like I can't. Like I love this book so much. I literally did a photo shoot with it on my Instagram because I love this book so much and I needed pictures of me with my favorite book. Like that's how much I love this book, okay? So yeah, and this was one of the first books that I actually went through and tabbed, just kind of trying it out, and I matched it to the cover, and it's just, and also can we just appreciate this cover? Like, this is the most gorgeous cover. Anyway, okay, I need to shut up about this book, but I will never stop being thankful for this book, but I am especially thankful for it this year because it was my first time reading this, but I do think that this is going to be a book that I reread over the course of my lifetime many, many times because I love it that much. But I am thankful for The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea this year. Last but not least, I am thankful for A Serpent and Dove. I wanted to add this in here because it opened up a whole world to me that I didn't know that I needed to be a part of, and I absolutely love the characters. Lou is a crack up, and Reed, oh my gosh, like I could not get enough of him, and I am on to the third book of this series. There's 3 books in this series and I can't get enough of it. Like I literally can't get enough of it, and I'm so extremely thankful that I got this in a blind date with a book, because I mean I had seen it and I had set it aside and told myself like yeah I'm gonna read it, but it wasn't until I got this in a blind date with a book that it actually motivated me to read it, and I'm so incredibly thankful that I did, because what a cool story between a witch and a witch hunter and them finding love with each other. And I just think it's such a great symbol of people loving one another despite their differences, and I love every single character in this book. Blood and Honey was heart-wrenching at the end. Oh, my timer is going off. I gotta go check on my pumpkin pies. I'll be right back. I'm back. Pies are not done. So I have a couple more minutes, but where was I? I don't even know, but I am so extremely thankful for getting this book in blind date with a book, and I'm so incredibly thankful that I have gotten the opportunity to start this series, and I am really excited to conclude the series this year and see how the story ends and how the characters, like, I don't know, I'm just really excited to see how the whole series concludes, and I'm just extremely thankful for this series. This is a series that I will be recommending for a long time and will be talking about for a long time, and I'm just extremely thankful that I got the opportunity to read it this year. So that is all the books that I just felt extremely thankful to get the chance to read this year. And I also wanted to add in that I am extremely thankful for all of you guys for coming on this journey with me, for talking about books with me, for getting excited about books with me, for, I don't know, like I'm just so incredibly thankful for you guys and all that you have given to me this year thus far. And I'm really excited to see what we continue to do and how we continue to grow in the new year. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just a big thank you to all of these authors, these books, to you guys. And I just think this season and this time of the year is just a really good time to be thankful and self-reflective and be especially appreciative of the things that you have and the people that you have and the opportunities. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to spread some of that thankfulness on the internet, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.